am convinced that contemplative practices, contemplative prayer, uncovering and renewing our rich heritage in the contemplative Christian tradition is absolutely essential to leadership and our engagement in the world, because practices in the contemplative tradition teach us how to surrender. We talk a lot about surrender, we intellectualize about surrender, we believe as Christians about the importance of surrender, but contemplative prayer practices teach us how to surrender. And these practices instill this way in us to consent to the action of God in the prayer practice, so that in the active life I am more attentive and aware of the presence of God. That's the idea and that's the notion, but it's really getting back to the elements of disciplines, the disciplines of our faith. For me, the practice of centering prayer is really helpful. It's a discipline. It's not easy. The method is rather simple, 2 periods of 20 minutes of prayer a day, and yet that practice in itself, 20 minutes to be still and silent before God and to stay there and not go after all the thoughts and ideas that are running through my head, but to stay and just discipline myself to consent and surrender. That 20 minutes of prayer twice a day has been really, really helpful for me. So in the morning, it's the first period, and then in the afternoon, I open my office to the community, and they're welcome to join me at like 3 o'clock in the day. So it's just kind of right at the peak of the day where we've gained a lot of momentum, we're doing a lot of good things, and there's a lot of projects maybe that have been started that need to be finished, and for 20 minutes we retreat from that, and we remind ourselves that I am not God, God is God, and at the end of the day, God is going to still be in control. I am not in control. I get to enter into and partner with God in this creative work in the world, but that's a helpful reminder to me to kind of keep things in perspective.